What is the ideal amount of money to have?
Enough to do anything you want with, but not too much to where you want to do nothing.
How much is that?
Somewhere in between.
The amount?
You got to give an amount.
The way I would define it is just enough. Like, well, enough is different for everybody.
So what's enough for you?
Enough to do what with, though? Like, just to live?
Yeah, what's the perfect amount of money for Andrei Jikh?
I would say I'd be happy with like $2 million. Or even $1 million. I'd be happy with it. I would make it work.
What do you mean? I'm asking what's the perfect amount of money?
You could just select an amount.
Yeah.
You could just select an amount, yeah, sure.
So select an amount.
What's your guys's?
The ideal? Like a perfect?
That makes no sense to me at all. What does that even mean?
I would say the perfect amount of money for me is $10 million.
I was going to say 10 million too initially, but I'm like, yeah, but like 5 million's fine too.
5 million's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so like, how do you answer that question? 5 million's fine. 10 is better. 20 might be better.
But
50 might be even better.
You
know what I'm saying?
When I asked you the question though, you're like, well, it's not so much that you don't want to do things,
right.
But it's also not too
I do
little.
really
it depends,
believe.
you know what, on the age you get the money too. How old are you? Like, but at 30, I'd say it's a different age than at 60.
Dude, I do believe that having so much money though, like, can be a curse at a certain point. Like, I haven't had enough to where it's like it's become a curse, but
here would be a good way to phrase it.
Yeah.
You could gift somebody a lottery ticket and you could dictate how much money they get. How much would you give them? And it wouldn't ruin their life. You don't want to give too much, where all of a sudden it screws everything up.
Right.
But you don't want to undercut them either because you could decide how much they get.
Right. Yeah, I would say 10 million is a great amount. 10 million is great.
I would say like $4 million.
What's that 4 million?
I would probably
4 million would be buying yourself a house, putting some money in stocks, spending a little bit of money.
No, give me like a picture of like how you've allocated that 4 million. You have $4 million net worth. What does that mean?
$4 million net worth.
You said 4 million.
Or this hypothetical situation.
You said 4 million.
Let's say you take 4% from that. That's $160,000 a year. Let's say you take 3% from that. That's $10,000 a month. That's what you can spend. Realistically, they're going to go F off with some of the money. They're going to spend it. But if you have $10 million instead of 4 million, I do think that once you add that extra digit in there, people are going to be like, oh, I need a Ferrari, I need a Lambo, I need this, I need that. With $4 million, realistically, people are not going to be buying. Well, I'm sure they will, but like, I think 4 million is solid because it doesn't appear to be this insane amount of money where you're going to go buy a bunch of new Lambos, some Ferraris, and you could still just put it away in some stocks.
Hold on, but you're saying people or you?
People.
People? Okay.
I bet they would.
I think they would. I think you give anyone $1 million, it'd be gone in a year.
Okay, so what's the perfect amount for someone to win in a lottery then? For $50?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm assuming you're asking me, and I'm asking you, Jack. Like, what is your amount? Not like a hypothetical for an average person.
My perfect amount of money,
yes.
I would say would be probably between 5 and 10 million.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Graham?
Me personally?
Mm-hmm.
Or for the average person? Because we were talking about average.
You personally.
50 million.
50 million?
Yeah. Because it's not enough where you could just private jet all the time, but you could get a nice piece of beachfront real estate.
Right.
You could be bi-coastal.
Sure.
You could take first-class plane tickets without really thinking through it, and you could have a great collection of something that's unique.
You don't think you do that with 20 million?
No. No, you're not buying first-class plane tickets with 2 beachfront Dude, a nice beachfront property is going to be $8 to $12 million.
Oh, if it's that expensive of a property, yeah.
But you could even have just a normal 2,500 square foot house on the beach in a great location in Santa Barbara, and that's going to be $12 million.
The thing that I take away from this conversation is that I'm very glad I am not in your perspective. I'm so glad that I don't have that same perception of like how much I need. I think that's like a burden that I don't have that you do. If that makes sense.
I don't think it's a burden.
I think it's a complete burden.
How is that a burden?
It just is.
It just
like,
makes...
Okay, so the way I would define happiness for people is the difference or the delta between their reality and expectation, right? It's like where you are today and where you'd like to be. And the delta between where you are and 50 million or 100 million or billion is like crazy. Now, once you've reached like, let's say It's like, why are some of the richest people some of the most miserable people in the world? Because their reality is like
Number
at
one.
utopian levels.
Mhm.
Where do you go from that point? There is no more expectation there. Like there's nothing money will increase. So therefore, their happiness level, there's no space there. There's no headroom.
I would say I'm pretty happy though. I'd say most days, like 10 being the happiest I've ever been in my life and 1 being like really unhappy, most days I'm like a solid 8 to like 8.5.
I'm not saying you're unhappy.
Days.
I'm just saying anybody who ties their happiness to like some perceived like wealth level it's not a burden.
But I like having a goal and then going after the goal and always having something.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, this would be cool. Like your Pokemon collection, like that 150 grand thing.
Right.
That to me would be like, that would be cool. That would be awesome to have.
Yeah.
And so then I think about that. And I think, I just the aspect of wanting something. Like here's an example of something I postponed for a long time. I really want a Tesla Model S. And a used one too, like a 2023 Tesla Model S long range. I could go out and buy that thing right now.
Okay.
But I purposely don't buy it.
Because you're edging yourself.
Yeah, right. But it's just the idea of
that's
like,
exactly
hey,
my
it's
point.
cool, but I have fun going and looking and like every day be like, is today the day that
because you subconsciously understand that by owning that thing, it's like that happiness that you have right now, the excitement, like that's what you're holding on to because you don't have it. You could get it anytime you want. That's exactly what I'm trying to prove.
Yeah, but my point being is I'm still happy just not getting that thing as I am just looking at them online and maybe getting one day.
Right, that's fine. But that proves my point that like there is some burden that is attached to like thinking that you'll be happier at like a $50 million thing.
I think at some point I get the car, I get the 2023 Tesla Model S, I get a good deal. I really, really, really enjoy it. And then after a year or two, I think, oh wow, maybe this Model X. And then I just edge myself a little further, but like I'm constantly just leveling up. It's like every year is a little better than the year prior.
But here's the way I view it.
Life insurance is one of those things that makes sense for a lot of people out there, but most people just put it off because it feels complicated, expensive, or time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be thanks to our sponsor, Fabric.
Fabric by Gerber Life is term life insurance that you can get done today. It's made for busy parents like you. It's all online, it's on your schedule, right from your couch. You could be covered in under 10 minutes with no health exam required.
If you have kids, and especially if you're young and healthy, the time to lock in a low rate is now. And even if you have life insurance through your employer, it may not offer you enough protection for your family, and it usually does not follow you if you leave your job. Fabric offers flexible, high-quality policies that fit your family and your budget, including options like $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day.
Fabric is partnered with Gerber Life, trusted by millions of families for over 50 years. There's no risk, and they even have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can cancel at any time. Fabric also has free digital wills, tools to invest in your kid's future, and more, all right from your phone.
Join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to protect their family. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/ICHclips.
Again, that's meetfabric.com/ICHclips. MEET fabric.com/ICHclips. The link is also down below in the description. Enjoy.
And here's the way I view it is once you're on that hamster wheel and like you'll find the next thing to edge yourself with, right? You'll never find finality in that spectrum.
I would hate to find finality though.
Right. And I agree with that. But if you only attach that level of like happiness to just material things, that's fine. I'm not saying it's wrong. But like for me, I think there's so many different aspects of life that you can chase and edge yourself with that are not necessarily attached to like some financial figure still find happiness.
But here's the thing, to get to that financial figure, you're not just making money out of thin air. You have to do something productive and you have to do something meaningful. So in the pursuit of that, you're doing something that's hopefully bigger than yourself.
That's true.
So it's part of the process.
Yes, but that's financially. But then there's also so many different ways to explore that. Like you're talking about depth, I'm talking about broad. Right? If that makes sense. Like you're talking about depth of
I think you
economics.
Could have length and girth.
Well.
So
I'm a girth kind of guy.
I think you could still hit that beachfront property with a nice yard that goes out into sand. The waves break. Yeah. You could still do that while at the same time.
Listen, I rented an Airbnb in Hawaii for like Dude, I spent stupid amounts of money for like a week. I spent like 15 grand for a week on like, it was like a $20 million house on a beach. And I lived there for like a week. And I'm like, this is cool. But like, would I dedicate my entire life to chasing this thing? Like, I'm like, no, I'll skip it. Like, I don't want to attach my perception of like the journey of life to this thing that I just got to experience, and it's cool, but like, I'm cool without it. It's not the end of the world for me if I don't have that. It'd be nice to have, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life like not traveling or not having kids or not having more meaningful experiences in lieu of this thing.
I think you could do both.
I think you
could still pursue that and still have a meaningful life and have a family and all that sort of stuff.
I think it, for sure, it depends on how you want to structure your life.
So there's nothing at this point that you want besides a family?
I think so, yeah. There's nothing that I'm like, oh, I got to build a business because I want this thing. I'm so glad I don't feel that way.
But what about a yard with a pool?
That's nice.
See, I got you thinking now.
What do you mean?
Here we go.
I got that.
You don't have a yard and a pool.
What? Well, I don't need a pool. You know what is way more enjoyable? To have a pool, to go to a friend's pool because they pay for it and they maintain it.
Only if they heat the pool, which they don't do.
My friends don't do because they don't want to spend the money.
Nope, because it's expensive.
Dude, we went to Graham's July 4th party and he's like, I'm not heating up the pool. I'm like, dude, I'll pay you $5 to heat up the pool today.
Way more than $5.
How much is it?
I got to get that beachfront property, man. That $5 compounded in Bitcoin.
I don't know. Haven't you like had the same experience where it's like eating someone else's snacks is always more enjoyable than like having it yourself, or like going to swim at someone else's pool? It's just so much more enjoyable.
I like to have it myself, but I also don't. I have very few like desires. Like there aren't many things that I feel like I need in my life to be happy.
Why is that?
I think it's.
But don't you want a beach house?
No.
No.
Why not?
No.
Why?
Because I just got another house and it's such a pain in the butt, and I'm like, oh, like I want few things.
But if you have $50 million, you don't have to worry about that.
I would rather just rent it. You know,
you could rent the house, Jack. There's nothing that says you have to buy it.
I like what I really love doing. What I absolutely love doing, and I wish I could do it more often, is work throughout the day, see my friends, eat some good food, play pickleball at night. That's all I want. That's all I want, and I'll be extremely happy. And that's it.
Do you think that's like boring or like wrong?
No,
or is it like,
no,
okay.
not at all.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But then again, you walk in Jack's house, and there are 30 pairs of shoes. The dining room is a ping pong table.
Okay.
The furniture is completely mismatched. And there
the new house is going to be nicer. It's going to have, I'm going to dress it up well. In fact, maybe I'll put some pictures here or at some future episode of the before and after old house, new house.
Yeah, you got to subscribe because in like 2 months, you're going to see this new set and it's going to be amazing. It's going to look incredible.
Oh yeah, we have a big announcement to make here on the Iced Coffee Hour. Guys, this set that we've been using for the past few years, it will no longer be the set of the Iced Coffee Hour. Okay? If you want to get a behind-the-scenes glance at the set, tell you what, we'll post a picture on our members only page. Okay. We'll also unveil it as soon as it's done. And I'm telling you right now, the Iced Coffee Hour is going to have a massive, massive upgrade. Massive upgrade.
How about this for the members? Do a tour of the warehouse.
Sure.
That's cool. What are you going to turn this bedroom into?
Guest bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a guest bedroom in Graham's house, and we've long overstayed our welcome. And on top of that, it's just so small in here. Like you guys can't really tell how tiny this room is, but it's cramped. I hit my head on that light all the time. And so we are going to be making an upgrade, and it will be insane. That's all I'm saying. Not many podcasts out there that are going to have a set like the Iced Coffee Hours.
It is beautiful.